1, 2, 3. I want to rock your body to the break of the dawn. Wheelie, 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 wah, 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 wah. I want to you put your arrow upon my head. Wheelie, 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 wah.
Yeah. The Niners?
Yeah.
And the Cowboys took that game, but the Niners,
They would have
Had
it. Yeah.
the Cowboys took it. You know, with Jesse Holley or whatever
Yeah.
on that big play at the end, and
Yep.
Romo manning up and the Cowboy Up, whatever you call it.
That-
Cowboy up.
That was
Yeah.
that was the best showing by the Cowboys so far, and I don't look for that to change. Not to say that they're not going to win anymore, because I know that they will. They're a good team.
The boys are the Niners.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get off topic there for just a second, but I don't think that they're going to put on a performance better than that. I really don't. I think that first off, Romo showed, that's as good as he's going to get, stepping up like that, playing through an injury and bringing back the team, and then a rookie getting a big play like that.
Right.
Even though he did do that jackass move at the end that almost cost him.
He could have fumbled that ball away and
Very easy.
Yeah, that was not good.
So
Don't pull Deshaun Jackson, folks.
right. And that was
Don't
a big
pull
play.
the Cowboys in Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills.
Leon Lett.
Leon.
Yes.
Don't let it go.
Yes. Don't let go.
Anyway, the Cowboys. That's a good topic that I want to bring up right quick.
Okay.
Obviously, this coming weekend, you and I square off Cowboys and Patriots. And I'm going to not wear your jersey. You're going to wear my Aikman.
Shit.
And Jen even said so.
Well,
But
it wouldn't be the first time that two people have been wrong in a discussion with me.
as far as the Cowboys, I think that I think this bye week came at a really good time. Romo had a bad game in New York. He bounced back in San Fran. They won against Washington with no touchdowns, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
And now the bye week to rest them sore ribs and whatnot, and get Miles Austin and Des Bryant healthy also. So I think, as the Cowboys, when you start watching your division and see what the other teams are doing, if you see any kind of light in there, room jump in, you got to take it.
Right.
Philadelphia is a big gap. The Giants are a smaller gap.
Mm-hmm.
They're very inconsistent.
Yes.
The Eagles will turn this thing around and they will contend in the end. But for right now, the Cowboys have a chance to win some games and get in this thing. And I think with the bye week and Romo's ribs and whatnot, it's going to be a good thing. Like I said, the injuries and getting back from injuries and whatnot. I really think that if I saw some things from Romo this year, I ate crow on him after the Jets game. The Jets game was dismal. He just didn't take care of business at all. But he accepted responsibility, and since then he has bounced back, became a leader, and I have to give the guy props. So I think if that continues, and the receivers get healthy, and they can establish a running game, which is the big key, the Cowboys can win some games and maybe win the division, which is going to be kind of touchy.
Right.
Like I said, I think that they're going to win some more games, and I don't think that it's going to be nearly as bad at their final record as what it would look like it's going to be with the way that they're playing inconsistent at this point. But I'm sticking by my statement, and not this next week's game aside, because I know that my Patriots are going to whoop ass, because that's what they do. But I just don't think that Romo can put forth a better performance than he did, bringing back the team from that loss, playing with those injuries like he did, because I don't think that he has that in him to do twice.
Actually, I disagree with that. I think, first of all, through all the turmoil, from all the reports on the internet, on TV, and ESPN and whatnot, the team always stuck behind Romo and the ownership, Jerry Jones.
Right.
And Romo said all the right things and did all the right things. So I think that with this bye week and whatnot, if they come out this week and beat the Patriots, or at least compete in the loss.
I would be impressed if they would keep up with the Patriots.
Right, and
that's
what I'm saying. The team already believes behind Romo, or that's what we're seeing. And the last couple of games, you know, to go from the San Fran game and see what we saw, and then go to the next game against Washington and see
And not have a
the
touchdown.
complete chaos, receivers running wrong routes and bad snaps. I didn't get that. I don't know where that came from, but it's not a Romo issue. So if Romo can maintain himself as he is right now as being a leader and stepping up, which he has lately, and not make the mistakes that cost him games, and the team can kind of grab onto that belief of, all right, we've got something going here. You know, Romo's on, we're on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I do think that Romo is growing as a player this year, and he needed to.
I would agree.
So if that happens and the team latches on, they can win some football games against anybody.
I would actually disagree, personally. Personally, just because I don't see Romo, and I will almost say this with Mark Sanchez, I don't see Romo getting any better than look back 2 years ago, whenever, I mean, you know, like, or his first season, whenever, you know, he took over for Drew Bledsoe and took him to the playoffs. Granted, you know, you have the bot snap in the first round of the playoffs, blah, 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 that doesn't matter. I mean, I think that Romo's best years are honestly behind him because I don't really see him being much more than...
There is no best years.
And I just don't really see him being much
There's been no best years yet. That's where
I don't see him being any more than an average quarterback in the NFL. And it sucks because he has the limelight of being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, which maybe if he didn't have that pressure and he was, say, in Jacksonville or Miami or somewhere else, he might shine a little bit better just because he doesn't have that pressure of being
you know, I don't
the
know
American
about that. I think Romo has a spoiled kid syndrome. Like, he's always had everything going good for him, and he's just been spoiled all his life.
Right.
I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
You know, so, but you may be right. He may never get past where he's at now. But the point I'm trying to make is that if he's made some big moves in the last 2 games from the Romo we know.
Yeah,
as
well,
far
yeah,
as
very
leadership. So if he does that enough that the team catches on, it's contagious.
Exactly.
So, you know, I think you're right though. I think some quarterbacks don't become much more than what they already are. Like you say, you know, Sanchez, he's won the right games, but not the game he needed to win.
Right.
And not enough games to, you know, make it more solid.
Right.
And Romo's the same way. So you might be onto something there. But
Yeah.
I just think that I'm trying to point to the fact that what Romo's done the last 2 games have grown as a quarterback, as a leader. If it's contagious and the team catches on, they have a chance to. They have weapons. They're almost as stacked as Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So they can win some football games if they have the overall team belief.
Right.
You know, and why can't you in that stadium and Jerry Jones is your owner and
Des Bryant, Miles Austin, Felix Jones. I mean, you know.
you should be able to win some games. So it's not all about Romo though. It's
Right.
all about what if Romo can lead them, they will follow.
Yeah. Are we good on time?